Both of these equations are the same except one's got an A and one's got a B. So let's solve this equation with an A, and the first thing we should do is get rid of our parentheses by multiplying by A. A times A is A squared. A times 2 is 2A. Bring down your 24. This is a quadratic equation, not that you need to know that word for the GMAT, but we know it's quadratic because the highest exponent on the variable is a 2. That means you're going to have two solutions. And the way you solve a quadratic is you want to get 0 on one side. So that means you need to subtract that 24. And the easiest way to solve a quadratic is by factoring. Now, what times what will give you this first term, a squared? That would have to be a. What times what will give you a negative 24, and those are going to have to add up to a 2a. So that's going to be a positive 6 and a negative 4. Now check that. A times a is a squared. 6 times negative 4 is negative 24. Multiply your insides and you get 6a. Outside you get negative 4a. And if you combine those, you get positive 2a. 6a minus 4a is 2a. So let me erase this check here. Okay. So now, you've got a plus 6 times a minus 4. What's the only way you can multiply two things together and get a 0? Well, that means a plus 6 must be 0, or a minus 4 is 0. So that means a is going to be negative 6. We subtracted 6 from both sides. Or a equals 4. And if you solve this equation, you're going to get the very same thing. You're going to get b equals negative 6. B equals 4. And we're trying to find a plus b, and a cannot equal b. So that means, let's say a is negative 6 and b is 4. It's negative 6 plus 4 equals negative 2. So the answer is B. And you know, I said A, we could have let A be 4 and B be negative 6. So then you've got 4 plus a negative 6. You still get negative 2 no matter what. So the answer is B.